And welcome to another Mark Bishop Show. Well, the future of sports is getting very virtual, with the IBM bringing tennis to life for fans through their very new AI-driven technologies. Technologies including artificial intelligence, they're enabling fans now around the world to have new immersive experiences of their favorite sport and players. So, just how are these cutting-edge technologies impacting sports and bettering the fan experience, you, me, and how is IBM working with sports organizations to digitally transform the games? It's fascinating stuff, and my special guest is Noah Syken, Vice President, IBM Sports and Entertainment Partnerships. Welcome again. Nice to have you on the show, Noah.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mark. I appreciate it.
Well, new for this year, IBM introducing the AI-powered fan experiences for tennis fans, the US Open, in particular in partnership with the United States Tennis Association, which of course holds the US Open. So it's a big event going on for you now.
Yeah, it's a big event going on for us. It's a big event going on for the world. I think over 800,000 people visit the US Open each year. And over 10 million people visit the digital platforms of the U.S. Open. So it's a big time, and we like to deliver on fans' expectations. So we work closely with the USTA to create some new points of engagement, hopefully create some conversation around the event and draw people in and really make them tennis fans if they're not, but deeper tennis fans if they already are.
Well, you've been doing it for over 30 years now. You've been working closely, as the technology partner of the USTA. And this is to elevate the digital and fan experience for the Open. In this particular case, to experience what's going on, we'll touch on this a bit later, but you can download an app, right, for the tennis to be able to understand what you're doing with the AI and what's happening with Watson. So it all sounds fascinating, Noah. Is this what fans are looking for in the future of sports?
Yeah, well, we think that fans are increasingly being influenced by all the digital interactions that they're having. And social media as an example. Fans' attention spans are getting shorter, and their expectations for getting closer to whoever they are passionate about is increasing. So whether that's a celebrity, an athlete, a particular event, or even their friends and family. So we think about what's happening in the world more broadly, and we think about how that can apply to events like the U.S. Open. And we try to mirror that. And so that's what leads us to creating new experiences like the AI commentary feature that we can talk about, or some of the features that we brought to the Masters or Wimbledon earlier in the year.
Okay, so let's delve into that a little because I'm a tennis fan, and I think it's marvelous. One of the things that we couldn't do before, and I'm referring to where, you've got those courts outside of the major arena. You could never hear what was going on there or be able to watch or hear the commentary. And that's all changed now, hasn't it?
Yes, I'm glad you're a tennis fan. And so for each one of the singles matches at the U.S. Open, we're actually producing the highlight package with generative AI in our Watson X platform. And so what does that mean? As you rightfully point out, 17 matches happening around the grounds, but John McEnroe or Chris Evert can only be at one court at a time. Our partners asked, well, how do we take that raw video that we capture and actually, lay commentary on top of it, provide a little more context and texture for fans around those video packages. And so we took that as a great challenge, and we started to teach our generative AI tennis, the language of tennis, passing shot winners, what Arthur Ashe Stadium is versus Louis Armstrong Stadium. And so we brew all that together, and within minutes of each match completing, we enabled the USTA to publish this highlights package using generative AI. So again, just one feature, but you hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of content out there. So how do we take that content, use AI to make it even better, even richer, and give fans more of what they expect?
Yeah, well, you've been ahead of the game, really, IBM, as far as AI is concerned, what with Watson, before all this boom has gone on and the rush has gone on. A first-of-its-kind tennis statistic utilizes both structured and unstructured data from the IBM Power Index. Now, the beauty of all of this is we're not just talking about tennis now. It's going to affect life in a lot of different ways, what IBM is doing. Share some of those stories with us.
Yeah, well, first, I appreciate you acknowledging our history here in artificial intelligence. There's a lot of buzz around it today, but we recognize the opportunity here and for the world a long time ago. When you think about the applications of this, think about customer service. Everybody has an interesting customer service example, but there's a lot of repeatable answers, repeatable tasks that big business would want to be able to deliver to their clients to make them to deliver a better customer experience, whatever that challenge is. So we think customer engagement, customer experience is one of them. On the technical side, coding for digital development, helping with code generation, coding assistance is one of the roles that we think artificial intelligence can play, generative AI can play moving forward. And then finally, a lot of the internal tasks in big business around HR, repeatable tasks. Again, you have thousands of employees. How do you take some of those repeatable tasks, automate them, and use trusted data to give reliable answers to your employees or your customers? So whether it's customer service, whether it's technical code development, whether it's delivering better HR experiences within enterprises, we're talking tennis here today and some of the fan experiences, but we also think these are the kinds of applications business will see increasingly moving forward.
Yeah, fabulous. Well, business, of course, number one. Let me ask you this: what other sports, partnerships does IBM have, and how can somebody like me, the fan, see all this technology in action?
Yeah, so we partner with the Masters and Wimbledon, but as the U.S. Open winds down here, the NFL season starts up, and so we partner with ESPN around their fantasy football application. Over 15 million people use the application, and in that, we've delivered new generative AI insights, boom and bust predictions, trade analyzers. New this year is a waiver analyzer. We won't go too deep there, but these are new tools that fans are going to have the ability to engage in, get better perspective on, and make better decisions with. And to your final point, if people want to learn more about these capabilities, they can check out ibm.com/sports to learn more about everything we've talked about here today. And again, I'd also encourage people to download the U.S. Open app and get your 12 best friends together and start a fantasy football league on ESPN Fantasy Football.
Are you into the fantasy football, Noah?
I have to admit, I might actually like my fantasy football team more than my professional football team. So again, back to your original question, what are fans expecting? Well, who would have ever thought that a make-believe football team could be more popular than the NFL team, in your local city? So the world is changing pretty quickly.
You know why? You know why, don't you? Human nature, my friend. You've got more wins. You're in control of it. You get sick to death of watching your side get bashed every week. But anyway.
You're probably right.
Yeah, right. Oh, IBM, way ahead of the game, IBM. You've had a long history of delivering next generation digital experiences for some of the world's most revered sports and entertainment events and venues. And speaking of that, I just want to touch on the venues. Didn't I read somewhere something about the Oscars, or was it something else?
Well, we do partner with the Recording Academy around the Grammy Awards.
Oh, that's the one.
So that may have been what you read, but yeah. So we deliver insights to the red carpet at the Grammys. Again, taking generative AI, reading millions of articles, blogs, and podcasts, and brewing that together and distilling it down into insights that can be integrated into the red carpet broadcast to make fans more knowledgeable about their favorite artists and, frankly, draw more interest into the event itself. So there's sports, there's entertainment, there's business, application across all dimensions. If people aren't embracing these capabilities, they're probably not, fully exploring the opportunities that are available to them.
Well, that sounds fantastic. And fans, lots of movie fans. Hey, read more about this. Grab your cup of joe, even if you're in your podgies, it doesn't matter. Go to www.ibm.com/sports, SPORTS, or just ibm.com/sports these days. I think you can get rid of the dub in a lot of ways. No, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. And IBM head of the game, and Noah Syken, ladies and gentlemen, Vice President, IBM Sports and Entertainment Partnerships. Thank you, Noah, and have a wonderful week.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate the time.